So, hello everyone. It's really my pleasure to be here today. How are you enjoying the seminar so far? I really love every part of it. So, let's give a big round of applause to all the fantastic leaders today. Yeah. So, I'm really grateful for the opportunity to share my life changing journey with Atomy. 9 years, it seems like a short time in a lifetime. But for me, the past 9 years have been a truly amazing journey, and it's a truly blessing to me. They just not affect my own future, but also my three generations' futures have totally changed. So this is such a blessing to me. So I really thanks Atomy because I really got healthier, more radiant, and more wealthy. So when I was at 16, the Red Cross came to drive blood donation event in my school. I am so excited. I joined for my classmate to eager to have the blood donation for the first time. But after the preliminary test, I was told I was not eligible because I was chronic hepatitis B carrier. Doctor said there was no cure. Yearly blood testing and monitoring is needed. But year after year, there was nothing changed. And then in May 2016, something happened. I started taking Hemohim. And 3 years later, my regular checkup report reveals something I never expect. I was no longer a carrier. As you may know, liver is a silent organ. When their symptoms happen, it's often too late. So I really thank Atomy supplements built my immune system stronger. And I feels like a hidden bomb has been removed from my body. And not just having improvement in my health, my skin also transformed. I have fewer wrinkles, smaller pores, and firming skin than I did 9 years ago. And people, they can hardly guess my age. That makes me so proud. And Atomy skincare products really brought a new level of self-confidence within myself. And beyond beauty and health, I also achieved financial freedom with Atomy. 4 years ago, I entered the Royal Leaders Club, and my retirement was well set by Atomy. Chairman Park said, Atomy enriches us in money, in friendship, in time, and in life. Isn't it the life that we all dream of? Right? But if you ask me if I can go back to 2015, when I attend the first Atomy seminar, someone asked me, do you think you can achieve the kind of life you have in less than 10 years? My answer definitely would be a no. I never imagined this is possible. But with Atomy, the system, the everything, the blessing inside, I took a leap of faith, and then I believed, I worked, and then I achieved. So before I move on to share more about my journey, I want to emphasize one key concept. Everyone can succeed in Atomy. Why can everyone succeed? It all comes down to our showing DNA. We sell daily necessities that people always need. So think about it. So during COVID, we cut back on dining out and or traveling. But we all needed toothpaste, toothbrush, body wash. We even took more supplements for our health. And as consumers, we all want to have the best quality product and the best price. Atomy offers absolute product and absolute price. And what is amazing is the Atomy system. It recognizes not just individual effort, but the collective efforts of the entire team and with unlimited levels and also globally. And we also have one beautiful success system which equip us with knowledge and prepare us and do the talking for us. So with all these advantages, it doesn't really matter how old we are or what is our education, what experience we have. We all can succeed. So the job is so simple. We just need to connect consumers, share with them our love for the products, and following through to build them as auto consumers. And over time, this builds passive income and long-term wealth. And when we look at across markets, there are many inspiring success stories. Like members over 80 years old, they can achieve auto sales master and even crown master. And some members, they have physical challenges, but they still can succeed. If they can succeed, then why not us, right? So if we really want it badly enough, when there's a will, there's a way. So let's declare together, okay? 1, 2, 3. Everyone can succeed in Atomy, and I will too. This year's slogan, words often matters. What we say really shaped our reality. If we say it's hard, then it will limit our belief. If we say, I can do this, it opens the doors to success. So let's speak our success into existence. Words over matter. When we declare, we achieve. Reflecting on my journey, Atomy isn't just the smartest choice, but also the only path to have a transformation in my life. I was born and raised in Hong Kong. I married my high school classmate. And after 5 years, we brought 2 children into the world. And after graduation, I started working in advertising for 5 years before I switched to work in a British pharmaceutical company, GlaxoSmithKline. I spent 17 years there before I immigrated to Canada. I feel proud at working in GlaxoSmithKline because we are committed to bring people's health better. And that job also provided me a good income. But it was really demanding. I had to work overtime nearly every day. When I got home and finished dinner, it was already the bedding time for my kids. So many children, most children, I think, the sleeping time will be like 9 p.m. But mine, waiting for me to go back, they stay up till 11. So I really felt guilty. And the worst part is, they wait for me to tell bedtime story to them. But most often than not, I was the one who slept first while telling the story. So my husband and I, we worked hard for the future of our children. But what they really need is the time with mom. And those were the critical years where they shaping the values and developing their characters. So I really didn't want to miss out on being there with them at that stage. And so we made a bold decision. In 2010, we immigrated to Canada, hoping to get a better work-life balance. But in Canada, we quickly realized the cost of living was so high. Despite my experience, the jobs available to me was barely paid above minimum wage. So my husband, he believed being an entrepreneur can give us more financial stability. And so in 2012, we partnered with our uncle's family and we opened a wholesale business. And just because of running this business, when I got to understand Atomy business model, I really think this is the smartest choice. Unlike traditional businesses, Atomy business requires zero capital and no risk at all. The company took care of product sourcing, quality control, logistics, finance, everything. So compared to running my own store, Atomy was so much simpler. And what amazed me the most was when I look at my global lineage. Although I started my account in Canada, I found members of different countries with members I've never met them before. But their daily expenses matters to me. My Atomy business has already opened worldwide, while my own wholesale business just remain confined to one location. We can only earn money within the 8 hours of operation. But my Atomy business is 24 hours. And also, even though we don't open the shop, we still need to pay for rents and other expenses. So my husband and I, we never felt comfortable to close the store for long for vacations. And during summer holidays, we just stay in the shop. We dare not to close it. Every year, we just happen to have a few days holiday after Christmas. So do you remember why I moved to Canada? It was to get more quality time with my kids. But being a business owner, I really couldn't have the time freedom to spend time with my children. I really long for the life that I can spend with my kid and have the entire family to take on trip every year to create collective memories. This is priceless. But this needs financial and time freedom. And I also feel the urgency to retire sooner for my parents. When we immigrate, they are still healthy and living in Hong Kong. But one night, my brother gave me a call. He said, come back home. Daddy is not feeling well. So I booked the next flight. But by the time I land Hong Kong, my father has already passed away. I wasn't able to hug his warm body before he was gone. So I really wanted to give my mom more time. help her to really enjoy her life and take her to travel. Because life is so fragile, we really can't control. And I also want to have more of my time to involve in volunteering and missionary work to help people in near and far. So you can imagine Atomy isn't my, my only option, but also the only way I can really help myself, free up myself from paycheck to paycheck living. If I don't believe in Atomy that it can change my situation, how else can I achieve time and financial freedom in 10 years? So I determined I really need to give it a try. Once I determined to start, I used the Atomy products extensively. You can imagine I fell in love. My skin improved, my energy raised, and people noticed. I became more and more confident in sharing the products. And the more I understand and experience the first-hand how good the products are, it became easier and easier for me to recommend the good product, the best product matched to people's needs. And I also immerse myself in learning. I listen and watch VOD nonstop during driving, doing chore, even brushing my teeth. So my husband, who didn't support me at the time, once he scolded me. Have you gone crazy? Because all he can hear was Korean. He thought I went innocent to watching a lecture without knowing what it means. But actually, I was peeping at the screen, looking the subtitle while brushing my teeth. I really treasure every moment to upgrade myself because I know the more I know, the more I become more capable, then my team member, they can rely on me and they can gain their confidence. And I also attend almost all one-day seminar, Success Academy, and weekly center meetings. All this event filled me with passion. And many of my partners and leaders, they are born at seminars. Once they join, they attend and strengthen their belief and also accelerated their growth. So I congratulate you for being here today. Make it a habit. Never miss one seminar. This is really an non-negotiable step when you want to achieve in Atomy. But in spite I'm working hard, I still have many rejections. People, they don't understand network marketing without really know about the detail, just thought it was just a game, or I really don't want to try, or some even, they make fun of it. And I felt frustrated because I took it personally. So when I watched the video of Chairman Park about the law of Omai, everything changed. Because I know my job was just simply to share. People have free will. Even God, He Himself, He allows us to choose whether to believe Him or not. Then who am I? How can I expect everyone to say yes to me? And so when I have this in mind, I put down my burden and I free up myself. And about network marketing, I really think it's a smart choice Because traditional jobs use 30, 40 years to win a retirement. But in network marketing, because we leverage the efforts, the talents, the strengths, the connections of the team together. So it's possible for us in Atomy, we can achieve time and financial freedom within a few years. And once I experienced how it transformed my life, I really think this is the smartest choice. Atomy rewrite the history of network marketing. So at the beginning, I do have negative perception. But now I would say we are really smart people because we already make the best choice. By leveraging together, we can really make a difference in our life. So the only thing is we just need to persist and don't quit. Success is just a matter of time. If we stay and work persistently, so we all can achieve financial and time freedom in Atomy. We need to learn how to overcome the weaker part of ourselves. One powerful technique where I learned from psychology. This technique has been incredibly useful to me. It's called reframing. It's the ability to change the meaning of our experience by perceive it differently. So let's take an example. So this is me with my picture put within a golden frame. So it looks elegant. I can probably put and display in my living room. And I picture the same image in a black frame. Oh, something looks like you can find in the funeral, right? So the image, the picture is the same, but with different framework, the frames. It gives a totally different feelings. So the same applies to life. Events remain the same. How we interpret it affects our emotions and experiences. And meaning creates emotions, and the quality of our life is directly tied to the quality of emotions. So if we can control our thought and reframe situations, we gain the power to shape the life that we want to be. And we have to understand the power of multiplication and how it drives success to us through Atomy. With this principle, over time, a wealth can be built. But the beginning is the hardest part because building a foundation needs time. But when you look at my income trend, it really reflects how it works. In the first year, you guess how much I earn? My monthly income. It's just 90 pounds, average monthly. I put in a lot of work. By the time the second year, I achieved 550. My husband teased me. Forget it. It's below minimum wage. Why put in so much effort? But I really enjoy the products. I love the journey. So I keep on moving. And by the third year, I earned 2,020 pounds, 2,200 pounds. And in the fourth year, I entered the leaders top. And the fifth year, I entered the raw leaders top. So had I quit, gave up, I've never reached that stage. So we have to understand this mathematics. It's just a matter of time. When our base grow bigger, then every member, they invite one more person becomes member. The impact is big, but it is time. So in order to be successful in Atomy, consistency is so important. That's why we really need to plug into the system. And we also need to find ways as a source of strength to help us, to keep us push forward at times we face difficulty, and also to bounce back when we stumble. For me, my strength was my daily Bible reading time. God's word strengthened me, renew my mind, heart, and spirit. And when I recall Chairman Park, he designed the compensation plan through prayers. Then why not I seek power daily from the CEO and CEO? And that's really works for me. And Atomy is all about trust and relationship. We sell daily necessities. Everyone needs it. So if people, they trust and like us, they will take our recommendation and give Atomy a try. And they truly like us. It will be more likely they will be willing to join our team to work with us together. The key to connection is genuine care. So we can target to spend our day how to add values to people. Focus on increasing their pleasure and reducing their pain. With time, we can build our success. And God also said, whatever we do on people in need, we are serving Him. So it's just like one stone kills two birds. While we try to lift others up, helping people, we are not just building wealth in this life, but also in eternity. So I think in Atomy, it's really does all the good benefits to us. And when in the early days, um, when I people talk about in Atomies about we can make a fortune through Atomy. At that time, I was really not tuned in because I think God will provide. I do not have to worry about money. Later, when I became more honest to myself, I really realized money is power. It does matter. Even when I look at my own family, many family problems can actually solved by financial security. But at that point, I don't really think about being rich. And not until I got the chance to go on a missionary trip with the Dreamy Foundation, helping in a children's Bible camp. So Chairman's Park wife, Mrs. Stowe, was also joining. So I will never forget the pure joy on kids' faces when they received a new pair of sneakers from Mrs. Stowe. So many of them came barefoot. So that was their first ever shoes. And at the camp, we give out their snacks to the kids. But I saw many of them, they didn't eat it right away. And I asked them, why didn't you take it? And they said they want to bring it home to share with their family. And before I went to Cambodia, actually I have heard that Atomy had donated wells for giving them clean water. But when I got the chance to talk with the locals, I learned more about what Chairman Park had done personally, have those people in need. Like he fund mother who is need a life-saving surgery, and also he support two teenagers from very poor family to attend universities. And we also visit a primary school one day where there was a small cow farm beside. And I was told that Chairman Park, he personally buys bread and milk for the children's breakfast every day. So at that point, I thought, I want to be rich because money is power. If I'm wealthy, I can help so many people, right? So since a few years ago, Atomy start encouraging us to donate to Compassion, which is a charity focusing on releasing the children from poverty in Jesus' name. At first, I hesitated because I saw news about many organizations. They put the donations majority on administration. And just a few portion, they really goes into the hands of those need. But when I checked through the financial report of Compassion Canada, I really find this organization has a very strong financial integrity. 83.4% of the money they received, they really went to the hands of the children. So isn't this really good, Anthony? Like when we choosing the basic necessity, they chose the best for us. And even for the organization of charity, they also pick one of those most trustworthy and encourage us to give to. And before Atomy, I really hope my dream was to give more time and resources to voluntary and missionary work. And now, with what Atomy gave to me, they allow us to donate support 21 children through Compassion Canada. And I can also actively participate in their voluntary work. And I'm so glad that I can support my mother to live a happy life. I travel with her to Atomy seminars and company trips. Let her enjoy delicious food and got new experiences. And once, while speaking at the Atomy, at the Success Academy in Taiwan, and the other time in Toronto, I share about how my mom was my wife. And then I invite the audience to give her a big round of applause. And she was shy, but she was really happy. And these are the products that she uses every day. They keep her healthy and pretty. Can you imagine? She's 86 years old. And she spoke to me in multiple times. Thank you for giving me good life, and I'm proud of you being my daughter. So this was a blessing from Atomy. And now my family, every year, we can went on vacations. We enjoy good food and try different activities without much thought about finances. Because we know during our lifetime, income continues to flow in every week. This gives us a sense of security and peace, which is really precious. So my last question for you is, how many days remains in your life? No matter how many, the truth is counting down. We only live once. Why waste our life living in survival mode? Atomy is really a wonderful, only the best business, the best opportunity. It's just, it isn't just a business. It's a life-changing opportunity. If we really believe in ourselves and stay committed, we all can achieve time and financial success. Today, life has brought you here to explore the possibilities of how you can live the rest of your life. Then why not make a decision starting today and make a change in your life? If not now, when? So let's make it happen together. Okay? So thank you.